Nintendo has shared a new update on the Side Order DLC, which I think you'll all be very interested to know about. This DLC of course is highly anticipated, and we're just waiting to learn about when it will release and any new details we can possibly find. Well, thanks to a new interview from Famitsu with the developers, which has been kindly translated by Razikes, we now have some new information about the Side Order DLC. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at this interview and seeing what we can learn. So let's jump right into this. Now, there isn't too much about Side Order in this. Of course, Nintendo is keeping it very guarded, but the information they did share is still really interesting, I find. So, the interview got discussing about the new DLC and such, of course the Inkopolis part of it, and then it moved on to Side Order. The interviewer said, "We can confirm that the Squid Sisters have new songs and are still active, but what is Off the Hook up to?" Inoue said, "Off the Hook is currently on a world tour, working with Damp Socks in between." The interviewer then said, "I did see Off the Hook and an Octoling in the trailer for Side Order, the second wave of the expansion pass." Nogami then replied, "Yes, that's right, as you may have guessed, they're definitely going to make an appearance. I can't reveal the details yet, but it will be a new story featuring Off the Hook. The gameplay will be different and new, so please look forward to it." It's definitely a really interesting tease to say the gameplay will be different and new. Of course they're going to say that about their DLC because they want to make it seem as interesting as possible, but I do believe them that there's going to be some really interesting and unique elements with this. For example, a lot of people feel like we're going to turn the Splatoon 2 Plaza, which we do see right at the start of this trailer, into something new and fresh again, which would be really exciting, and then we would be able to turn it into a hub world like we can with Inkopolis DLC. In fact, the interview alludes to this even further. The interviewer says, "I got the feeling that if Team Order won this final Splatfest in 2, this is the kind of world it would have been." Inoue says, "Yes, that's right. It's not something we decided from the get-go, but when we started creating the expansion pass, we thought it'd be interesting to create a world of if Team Order had won." This is really interesting, so it almost implies like this could be an alternative reality where events are different than what we actually have in our main game. I'm not sure how true that will actually be, but I still think that is a fascinating concept, and if it is some sort of alternative timeline, that's going to be really enjoyable to play through. If it is an alternative timeline, then that almost does imply that we wouldn't be visiting the plaza later on like a lot of people have speculated, although maybe they could find some interesting way to tie it in. It is really good though to learn more of the consequences of that final Splatfest. The interviewer then asked, "By the way, is that Octoling Agent 8? A question that a lot of people have had. Sato says that still needs to be researched, so yeah, they're not going to give away that information yet, but we'll just have to see. It's certainly a very interesting tease. So let me know in the comments section down below what you thought about this interview. What do you think the Side Order DLC is going to be about? If you made it to the end, then be sure to comment Side Order Gang down below so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more.